Hello, my name is Meerah, and I'm a Lorekeeper in one of Yogg-Sothoth's libraries. And today I wanted to welcome you to the mini-series here on my channel where I discuss some of the sunken cities, civilizations, and continents used in the Lovecraft mythos. Today I wanted to talk about the legendary lost continent of Mu. Less is known about Mu than about Atlantis or Lemuria. In fact, it's often thought to be the same continent as Atlantis or Lemuria. However, this video is not about either of those, but about Mu as its own separate continent. It was a lost continent originally proposed by 19th century writer Auguste Le Plongeon, who claimed that many ancient civilizations could have possibly been created by the refugees from Mu. He located Mu in the Atlantic Ocean, and thus it is often thought that Atlantis and Mu were one and the same. However, later, James Churchward, who places Mu in the Pacific Ocean, would claim that it was the home of an advanced civilization called the Nakal, and that they thrived on Mu between 50,000 and 12,000 years ago. He estimated that 12,000 years ago, Mu had about 64 million inhabitants in 7 major cities with 10 tribes that all followed a single government and religion. According to Churchward, Mu was located from the Marianas to Easter Island and from Hawaii to Mangai, and was 5,000 miles from east to west and 3,000 miles from north to south, making the continent of Mu larger than the modern continent of South America. Sometime around 12,000 years ago, Churchward says that eventually Mu was completely obliterated in almost a single night after a series of earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. The broken land fell into the great abyss of fire and was covered by 50 million square miles of water. Churchward claims that the reasoning for the continent's destruction in one night was because of a geological natural disaster where the very fabric of the continent self-destructed and crumbled into the sea. H.P. Lovecraft and his circle of friends seem to adopt the idea of Mu as proposed by Churchward and use it in their stories starting in the early 1930s. Lovecraft's 1935 story Out of the Eons and Bothon in 1946 are where Mu is mostly featured. Lane Carter also expands upon Lovecraft's Mu during the 1970s and 1980s in his Zothic legend cycle. According to Lovecraft in Bothon, the people of Mu and the people of Atlantis were at war at some point in history. Both Lovecraft and Carter describe the people of Mu's religion with their cults to Ghatanothoa and other deities such as Shub and Ithogtha. A high priest of Shub called Tiyog attempted and failed to kill Ghatanothoa. Ghatanothoa's cult was so popular that they actually ended up demanding the closure of all other gods' temples in Mu. A priest of Ithogtha named Xanthu would accidentally cause the sinking of Mu by trying to summon his god and restore their cult. James Churchward specifically writes about Mu in his work The Lost Continent of Mu, The Motherland of Man, published in 1926. It is now in the public domain. You can read the whole book if you feel. And that's pretty much it. Citations for the information found in this video and complete articles are linked in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time here in the library.